Shalom, shalom, Mishpocha! Welcome to another edition of RaYBaSH's Ramblings. Today I'm going to be talking about the fellowship, specifically concerning oaths and vows. Now, we've made, many of us have made vows in our days. If anybody is a doctor or a firefighter or a police officer, public servant of any kind, or have maybe been ordained as a minister, you've taken oaths and you've taken vows to uphold certain roles, principles, things of conduct. You've devoted yourself to a specific group or party. If any of you have been married, which I know many of my viewers are, you've taken wedding vows. The Torah itself in Judaism is looked at not as a compendium of laws, but as one giant wedding vow. And Yahweh, recited these vows to Israel, and Israel said, "Yes, we will follow them." Yeah, I do. So it's seen as a ketuvah, which is the Hebrew word for marriage contract. So many people have taken vows and oaths throughout their life. I hope and I pray that the subject of oaths and vows have not become trite or have been taken lightly. Because it's an utmost serious thing, because you are giving your word, and back in the day, your word was your bond. Not so much today, but I pray with the individuals who are watching this vlog that it is so. Have any of you considered making vows to your friends? I have. Now, I've mentioned before, and I'm going to mention again, I'm proud to be a geek. Have any of you seen the Lord of the Rings trilogy? Oh man, I laughed, I cried. Yes, I'll admit I cried watching certain parts of Lord of the Rings. And one part that really made me cry was when Elijah Wood, Frodo, was going off, and he got in the boat and he started sailing, and Samwise Gamgee just started trucking out into the water. And he couldn't swim, but yet he made an oath and a promise to Gandalf that he would accompany Frodo and assist him in any way possible so he could get that ring to Mount Doom to destroy the ring. And so he went until, you couldn't see his head, and these bubbles started popping up, and Frodo had to save him. And he goes, "Sam, what are you doing?" And he's like, I made a promise, I made an oath, Frodo. And I'm telling you, Samwise Gamgee was a faithful friend to the end, even when Frodo rejected him under the influence of Gollum and under the influence of the ring, and he turned Samwise Gamgee's away. But Samwise Gamgee's didn't leave. He followed him in secret and come back and ended up saving Frodo. So he's a most faithful friend. This inspired me to take the most important people in my life, the most important male friends in my life, and create a bond, a pact, an oath, and a vow with them. And I'd like to read to you what I've written. To the ones I am eternally bound to on this earth, to the ones that never leave my thoughts nor the home of my heart, no matter how far my body travels from your own, to the ones I never fail to remember in prayer, to the ones that have more than proven themselves and their loyalty to me and to our God, to the ones who have waged war with me and fought on the spiritual plains of battle, to the ones I have no doubt that would give their lives for mine, and have indeed stood between me and the direct line of fire, and have taken wounds for me. I am unworthy of your love and friendship. To the ones who sat with me, laughed with me, wept with me, and have walked with me through the darkest times in my life, I hold no reserve, putting myself forever in your debt, declaring a fellowship between you and I that not even death can part us from, one that we will continue in the next life. I will stand beside you as you have on countless occasions for me. I promise, when it is within my power to be there, I will, and I will do anything and everything within my power for you. We are linked soul to soul, and nothing can pull us apart or divide our union. We are forged from the same well of spirits, woven from the same thread, taken from the same cloth. You are my brothers, and this fellowship and debt I do not take lightly. I am of all men fortunate to have four I can not call anything else than brothers. You are the ones who have never given up on me, trusted and believed in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. You understood to the best of your being without actually being me. We have a unique relationship that that we have with no others on this earth. You gave me some of your courage when I had none. You have given me a piece of your very soul to sustain me. I pledge my allegiance to our bond of fellowship, friendship, and brotherhood, and submit myself to you as I ask that you do also, only through Yahweh our God, His Torah, and His Messiah. I vow to intercede regularly for you as I ask you do for me. Let our word and acknowledgement of this oath be our bond. You hold no rank above or below any other, but each I love the same, yet in a unique way, as with child to parent. So I only list in order of elder, spiritual. I list only in the order of elder, save spiritual eldership. Rav Yoshiyahu ben Shofar, Joe LaBerge, Mike Chase, and Nathan Widener. Upon your agreement from this day forth, let us ride daily into the fray that lay before us together. Please respond to confirm this bond between us with a reply of acknowledgement or decline. I will send this personally at a later date. Please return with your signature as written above, or other names, English, Hebraic, native, or otherwise, which you wish to seal this oath. Yours truly, Rabbi Yehuda Strongbow ben Shomer. Some of you may think it's corny. Some of you may think it's a little ridiculous or over the edge. But you know, I count myself very fortunate to have 4 friends. And they're my best friends, all of them, but in different ways. And I know I can count on them. And, you know, I've heard back from every single one of them, some of them in tears, some of them voices wavering and quivering, some of them virtually speechless, but they all agreed to take this oath, this bond, this vow of fellowship. And, you know, I talk to them regularly on the phone, communicate with them via email, and when I'm in the neighborhood, I try to stop by or drop in. But they've been through me through thick and thin. And I just pray that all of you out there at least have one person that you can create a bond with and a fellowship with, you know, in Yahweh, in Yeshua, in Messiah, in Torah, and have that bond of fellowship. Because I tell you, it's been a blessing. It's been like no other. I know I can call any of these guys, day or night, any hour of the day or night, any time, any place, anywhere. And if it's within their power, they're going to be there, and they're going to do everything they can for me, and I, likewise, with them. So hopefully I've maybe inspired some of you, and maybe touched some of you in a certain way, and maybe influenced you to do the same if the Spirit so leads you. So shalom and Shavua Tov.